game over. And you may be thinking, well, Dredrick, I don't exactly see why that's game over. He can just remake the Lich. You would think that, but you'll see pretty quickly here why that's enough to lose you a game. Fiends or ghouls are so much about momentum, and when you lose it, it's really freaking hard to get it back. He's gonna creep up his Death Knight, try to take some time here to do that. But this kid does a lot of damage. Really hard to creep that with ghouls. He might even drop one to creeps. Nope. No, he doesn't. Ted is coming straight the hell up to push Fav's base. That's what you want to do when you get an advantage versus a ghoul army. Is just push it like no fucking tomorrow. Like there is no tomorrow. I'm dropping words in my sentences. I'm so delirious. Very similar to what the DK ghoul strat notice about now is when he's starting to make Gargs. This is when that defensive Ziggurat comes into play again. Basically notice that by the time the Fiend army is here, even though it's such a big map, the Lich is only halfway out, which sucks. And now he's just gonna right-click shit. And what can you do as the ghoul player? What can you do here? There's not much you can do. Look, he almost loses his Death Knight. He has to freaking chug potions just to keep him alive. He has to throw his army at the Fiend player just to save his towers, which are effectively keeping him alive. And yeah, he's going to get some kills, but not nearly as many as the Fiend player's going to get. I mean, he just dropped like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 ghouls in order to get like 1 Fiend. It's quite asinine. You can't do anything. See, because remember the last time this happened, the Lich basically stood on the outside, and with his orb and the Nova, he was able to chase the Fiend player off. But this time, just because the Lich was gone, and that the high-level Nova and the orb, and in fact, it's just the orb itself was gone, he was fucked. He lost all his ghouls because he had to bring them out, and that's just why you can't bring out the ghouls. Like, unless you have excellent positioning, ghouls just get owned so hard by the Lich and the Fiends. So, anyway, this is actually kind of funny, though. Notice, once again, now that Ted lost his Lich, and his Death Knight has no mana, he's going to lose like 4 Fiends here. In fact, he should have like TP'd out as soon as that Lich went down, or as the Lich was going down. Got picked off with Nova, which I guess he wasn't thinking of, but because the Lich was dead before. But 1 Fiend goes down, 2 Fiend, second Fiend is down. I think that's the second one. Might just be the first one. I don't know. But he's going to lose this other weak one over here. That one goes down, and then he's gonna lose this one too. So he gets absolutely owned because he has had no man on his Death Knight, and he had no Lich either to put the pressure on Fav's heroes. So that's, once again, just be very, very, very careful with your damn Lich, because you need that orb and you need that Nova. This is pretty slick. Fav passes the staff and his heal stone to the Death Knight, and he's just gonna heal up and staff out. And so, of course, this is why you always have to play careful when you're not ready to fight, especially when you're in or near an undead base. If you're not ready to fight, don't fight. Just back off. Or in this case, with Ted, he should have just TP'd out. Would have saved himself a lot of damn trouble, and he could have just come back with his Lich. So instead, he wastes a shit ton of Fiends, and all he gets out of it is he forces Fav to use heal stone, which is really nothing. And while it's not enough to turn the game, it's so fucking far over at this point. Ted has just got this freaking wrapped and stuffed in a gift basket, but it just goes to show how careful you have to be in Undead Mirror. And that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. At this point, once again, the extra cold towers is it's kind of going to screw over Ted here once more, as he's going to drop this Frost Worm, since his Death Knight is low on mana. Be careful with that. Make sure you've got your statues alternating between health and mana if you only have one, so you can keep your shit alive. So yeah, that's basically all it's going to wind down to. At this point, it's kind of just going to be Ted hammering at some buildings until Fav calls GG. Which is not terribly entertaining, so... do we want to go to 2x speed? Nah, we'll wait at 1x speed. There's some fun stuff we can talk about, like, what's the deal with airline food? Yeah, it looks like it was made by a rifleman. Get it? Because riflemen are short. No, that was a terrible joke. That was a bad joke. Okay. You'll like this next one. So hey, that one time I went up to a guy and I said, so what's the deal with the Altar of Darkness? Why does it have a goat head with the horns on fire? And he said, you idiot, scroll down. That's a guy holding 2 goblets. No, didn't like that one. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah. Pretty funny. Level 5 Lich for Fav, because he dropped the... Oh yeah, once again, Ted loses his Lich, and he has to back off again. It's pretty funny. Damn, just don't lose your damn Lich. Get potions on that son of a bitch. You know, if you have to get backpack on a freaking Crypt Fiend and bring it to him, do it. Actually, that'd be pretty cool if, I think that when you get the backpack upgrade, it should show backpacks on your units. Like, I mean, you know, it's back to school Crypt Fiend. That'd be pretty cool. Be so cute. Freaking zombie spider running around with a backpack on. Actually, no, dude. No, more light. It'd be so cool if Frost Rams had backpack. Just like freaking airmail. It'd be like a Boeing airliner. Chauffeuring packages back and forth to people. Yeah. I'm delirious. I can't focus. I think this was a good audio. I'm declaring right now, as king of Clan CK, I declare this audio commentary to be good, and all who say this audio was not good must face my divine wrath. So here we kind of see the end of Fav's little cute comeback. He pretty much just doesn't have anything to keep up with the mad focus from all the fiends. And of course you also see how important the frost rooms are here. The extra focus and potentially more importantly the permanent slow from the frost room is pretty ridiculous. So the Death Knight goes down and Fav calls GG. So there you go. That's a good game, and it was a good game. It was a really good game, and there were a lot of good parts to that game. So a lot of good games there. Games of good games. Good games. Good fucking games. Oh, man. Let me pour myself another drink here. I think it's like the freaking 4th glass of orange juice I've had. God, I hope you guys aren't like, listen to this and then like your parents come around or something and hear me swearing and I get you in trouble. I feel bad if I got someone in trouble for that. So, you know. Of course, half of you are like, Dredrick, what's your problem? I'm 36 and live in my mother's basement. You know, she never comes down here unless she's making me cookies and peanut butter crackers. Oh. There's my stupid joke then. Okay, let's get to the post-game stuff, shall we? First of all, I'm going to go ahead and do some shout-outs. Some of these have been on this list for a long-ass time. Alright, let's see here. First we've got Safari, who asked me, shout out to you, who asked me for a shout out on DNet, so shout out to you. Next we've got Alpha Omega, who sent me a PM, and give him a shout out. Next we've got Jack the Ripper, this guy on BNet, shout out to you, and get your damn mic fixed, because it's really annoying to have to go into Ventrilo chat to hear what the hell you're talking about. Then we've got Combo Breaker. I believe he's on BNet, and he showed me the combination to put, you know how you do like those alt commands where you hold down Alt? We'll do Alt 0153, and you do TM, like the little trademark thing, but we were playing some games on BNet on Twisted Meadows, and he showed me that one, and that was pretty cool, so I decided to give him a shout out for that. And then go ahead and give a shout out to Strength, who also PM'd me he asked me to put my member audios back on my FileFront page, which were deleted, and at the time I couldn't do it because my computer was still in the workshop, but I'll go ahead and do that tomorrow. I'll put some of my audios back up on my FileFront.